Hello everyone, I am Prashant and welcome to Small Town Coder. Today I am going to show you something that completely changed how I deploy my apps. It's called Cuberns and it basically lets you deploy your backend in single click without touching AWS, Docker, Kubernetes or CI pipelines. So what exactly is Cuberns? Cuberns is an AI powered platform that automates your entire deployment workflow. So here's the traditional way most of us deploy our backend. Write a Docker file, set up CI/CD pipelines, configure AWS DigitalOcean server, set up load balancer, configure SSL certificate, set up monitoring, manage environment variable, debug when it breaks. That's hours or even a days of work. And let me show you what we get with Kuberns. We just have to connect your repository, which is your GitHub repository, and click on deploy button, and that's it. The AI does everything else. It analyzes your code, detect your tech stack, configure the infrastructure, and deploys your application to production. In this video, I will walk you through exactly how to deploy a normal Node.js backend on Kuberns. So now let me show you how it is done. So you can simply search Cuberns on Google and you will end up here. And I have given the Cuberns link in description box so you can check it out from there also. So this is the first link and I will click on it. Now here, click on deploy with AI. Now I will create a new project here and project name will be to-do app server. So I am creating a project to-do app server and I have also linked my GitHub account here so I can select any GitHub repository and I will show you which GitHub repository I am using here. So this is a to-do app backend and in it I have authentication system as well as CRUD operation. So I will deploy it and let me show you package.json file also and you can see I have intentionally not given the build command here, which is npm install to test Kuberns AI. So this is package.json file and let me deploy it. So I will select this repository, which is to-do app backend. So you can see here, this is my repository. I will click on it and now it's time to add environment variables. So you can add it manually. You can give each environment variable one at a time here, or you can upload your environment variable file here. So I will upload my .env file here. So as you can see, I have uploaded my .env file and it has port number, MongoDB URI, and JSON Web Token secret key. So I will click on save and close, and that's it. I will click on deploy button and you can see my to-do app server started deploying here. And you can see it is written here that sit back and relax, Kuberns AI is taking care of everything. And that's what you have to do. Until then, I will tell you what Kuberns AI does here. AI scan your entire repository. It read your package.json or whatever dependency file you have. It detects your framework, like your project is running on Express, Django, Flask, or whatever. It identifies your runtime. In my case, it is Node.js. And in step 2, Kuberns automatically containerizes your application. You don't write Docker file, the AI generate the optimal container configuration for your stack. It handles multi-stage builds, layers optimization, all that Docker stuff automatically. Here's the key. Kuberns runs on AWS infrastructure, but you don't touch AWS. You don't see AWS console. You don't configure EC2 instance. And if you want to know how EC2 instance look like, so you can check out my previous video in which I have deployed my job portal web application on AWS EC2 and you will find out how hard it is. Kuberns provide optimized AWS resources for your application. It sets up compute, networking, load balancing all on AWS but abstracted away from you. Your app is deployed to AWS. SSL certificate will automatically generated and configured. Load balancing is set up. Health check are configured. Auto scaling rules are applied. And if anything is wrong with the code, it immediately shows the error and asks permission to rectify it by AI or manually. And in my case, I have not given the build command, and it will automatically generate a build command based on my environment, which is Node.js. You can see in log, it says build completed successfully. So our app deployed successfully here. So our to-do app backend service has been deployed successfully here. And now you can see we got a URL here. But when I click here, it will not open. And the problem is because in build config, you can see port configuration. It has 3000 port. And in environment variable, I have given 8000 port. So I have to change it. I will change it to 8000 port. And you can also see it has created a Docker file on its own, which is also very impressive. And now I will click on update Docker and save. But first of all, I want to show that I have not given any build command in my package.json, and it automatically detected that it is a Node.js application and created a build command, which is npm install. So now I will update Docker and save. And you can see environment deployed config fetched successfully, and now it is deploying our application again. So I will click on build logs and see what is going on here. So now you can see our build has been successful, and now I will click on back, and here I can see my to-do app backend. I will click on it, and you can see it has been deployed. This is our URL, and I can simply click on visit, and you can see my backend is working now. So you can see how easy and fast the deployment is here. You can deploy your application even if you are a beginner. So that's very good. And let's check this URL on our front end, which I have created here. So this is my to-do app front end, and I will open my constant.js file where I have given my backend API. So I will replace it with this URL, which I have deployed on Cuberns, and save it here. And now I will run this front end npm run dev, and let's see, is it working or not? So you can see it is working, and I have token in my local storage. So I am logged in here. So I will click on log out and try to log in again. So I have given my credentials here, and I will click on login, and you can see it says invalid credential because I have given wrong email here. So I will give correct email here, and now I will log in. So you can see I have logged in here, and I will create a new to do here. So new to do, and give some description. So description, and I will create and I will click on add to do. So you can see I can add to do. I can check this to do, and I can edit also, and I can delete it also. So everything working fine. So Cuberns is 40% cheaper and 10x simpler. And let me show you pricing calculator here. If you purchase 2 GB plan, then you can see it is 115% cheaper than Google, AWS 31% cheaper, Railway 460% cheaper, and at this price, which is $10, you will not get Azure Render or Heroku plan. Let me increase the size, which is 4 GB now, and you can see it is still cheaper than Google, AWS, Azure, Railway, Heroku, and Render, and it is quite a big difference. And you can check all this pricing here. I will give this link in description box. And that's it for this video. Please like this video and subscribe to channel, and bye bye.